Well, China's Green Rural Revival Program has been praised across the world, winning the United Nations Champions of the Earth Award. And that was back in 2018. But it continues to innovate, laying the foundations for common prosperity. From today, CGTN will begin screening a special series to mark the 20th anniversary of the program. In the first episode, our Wubing travels to Meilin, the village where it was launched.
This is Meilin, one of the so-called future villages of East China's Zhejiang province. The infrastructure is developed even in the countryside, and the head of the village told me most of what we're looking at today was shaped years ago.
现在看到这个房子啊，其实我们在20多年前就已经建造的了，大概98年的时候就统一的规划建造的。当时呢，我们就发展。
We developed the village-owned enterprises quite early. That's why the village is comparatively rich and able to plan and construct residential areas like this.
There was a time when many of the villages in the province were impoverished, polluted, and undergoing the many challenges that rapid change brings. In 2002, President Xi Jinping, then Secretary of the Zhejiang Provincial CPC Committee, visited the village and went to the house of Wei Lai Fa. Even today, he preserves the setting in his home.
He said, your life isn't worse than in the city. Your living conditions are even better than in the city. You have a park right in front of the house. I told him we'd often take a stroll there after meals.
President Xi's words were recorded by the provincial daily and published the next day. At the time, he called for the building of several demonstration villages and towns that could serve as examples for the rest of the province to follow. The visit sparked the beginning of the Green Rural Revival Program, officially introduced at a meeting 6 months later. At the meeting, an ambitious goal was set. A quarter of the 40,000 villages in the province will be renovated, and 1,000 of them will be built into demonstration villages. The focus of the program is twofold. One is to improve the rural ecological environment, and the second is to improve farmers' quality of life. It's no doubt a lot of work, so a working group comprising 12 related provincial departments was established. Over the next 20 years, Zhejiang province has invested over 200 billion yuan, about $28 billion, to renovate and improve the environment of rural areas. And it's transformed tens of thousands of villages. 20 years ago, only about 10% of the village had a clean environment. Today, over 90% have reached the standards of a beautiful countryside. The program provides a model for rural modernization, proving the development of rural areas can be achieved without damaging the local ecosystem. And in 2018, the program was awarded the Champions of the Earth Award by the United Nations. But the program hasn't stopped there. It's continued innovating as officials look to lay solid foundations for China's goal of common prosperity.
The initial purpose of the program was to improve the living environment in rural areas, but it's gone beyond that from what we've seen so far. It's actually played a fundamental role in rural revitalization, integrated the development of urban and rural areas, and the common prosperity of urban and rural areas.
For years, official statistics show the disposal income of farmers in the province has ranked top in the country, and the income gap between urban and rural residents is also lowest and continues to shrink. Wubin, CGTN, Meilin Village, Zhejiang Province.